UFC light heavyweight title, Jon Jones vs. Glover Teixeira. UFC 172 takes place Saturday night with the UFC running Baltimore for the first time. The event is headlined by a UFC light heavyweight title contest between champion Jon Jones and challenger Glover Teixeira. Jones, a dominant champion and a fighter considered by many to be the pound-for-pound best in the world, is coming off the most competitive fight of his career against Alexander Gustafsson. The question is how Jones will respond in his next fight against a competitor who has won 20 straight fights dating back to 2006, when his training partner Chuck Liddell was still UFC light heavyweight kingpin. In the co-main event, Anthony Johnson makes his return to the UFC looking to make waves in the light heavyweight division. Johnson was cut by the UFC ostensibly for failing to make weight repeatedly at 170 and 185 pounds but has won all his fights since his release. He draws a tough opponent back, Phil Davis. Davis is one of the best pure wrestlers in the sport and has used his submission wrestling game to earn a status as one of the division's top contenders. Jones, at only 26, can already make the claim to be the greatest light heavyweight fighter in the history of MMA. He is 19-1, and his only loss was a questionable disqualification in a fight he dominated from start to finish. He has used his reach, unique striking and high-level wrestling to defeat the likes of Rashad Evans, Quinton Jackson, Vitor Belfort, Lyoto Machida and Mauricio Rua. Teixeira is 22-2 himself with 20 straight wins. His striking is probably his greatest strength, but he is dangerous on the ground as well. He fought outside the US for years due to visa issues but finally got in 2012 and won 5 straight to earn this shot. Jon Jones does the Ray Lewis dance before coming out to cheers from the crowd. Lewis is in the house along with most of the Ravens' biggest stars.